Hey guys, welcome to the workshop. So I'm going to do things a little different in this update kind of talk video. Instead of talking about the video before this one and the one that's coming up, I actually want to start off talking about the topic of this video. So my greatest woodworking tip that I can give to you or any beginner, DIYer, or even say you're a professional woodworker is this. When you get to this time of year, when you're in the fall, and then you're going into the winter, you end up with a lot of scrap wood. And I burn wood in my house to heat, so I end up throwing away a lot of that wood and just burning it. Usually pieces that are just kind of unusable to a point where they're super warped or just nothing that I know I'm going to use. But up here behind me, I don't know if you can really tell or pick up in this video, but I store a lot of hardwoods, little pieces that I've got cut off, special stuff that you have to go to a store and particularly buy, mostly stuff that you can't just keep on the shelf. But I do accumulate a lot of scrap wood, such as like pallet wood and all that stuff. That just turns into being a catch-all. So what I tend to do in this time of year is go through all that stuff, try to weed out the stuff that I really think I'm going to use. Generally, if I've had it in my shop for about a year or even 2 years and I haven't used it yet, it's going to be trash. Stuff you think you might actually use, now that you look at it and you realize you've had it for a couple years, it's probably time to get rid of it. So to clear up the clutter in your shop, my greatest tip is to go through this stuff. Basically, if it's something you haven't used, get rid of it. I have a lot of stuff that I've just accumulated because that's what you do as a woodworker. You've got little scraps, little pieces. I have separate trash buckets. One of them is just general trash, but I have another one for small scrap wood. Because yes, sometimes you may need a little piece and you can pull it out of there. But by the time my 5-gallon bucket's full, and if I haven't pulled anything out of it, I'm throwing the whole thing away too. Most likely I'm burning it in my wood stove or outside wood stove. But that's my tip to you. But let's go back to what these videos are typically about, which is talking about the last week's video and the one that's coming up. So last week's video was a Christmas project, which was making a snowflake. And yes, sounds kind of cheesy, but honestly, it's a really good project. My wife really loved it, and we're really happy with it. We've got it hanging in our house. Probably going to want to make a couple more. That video's done pretty well. I think it's a really good, kind of a little bit more borderline crafty kind of project. But still, nevertheless, a really good video. This week's video is going to be a little bit more elevated and takes a little bit more advanced tools. And once again, it's going to actually refer back to an older video that I have on using a technique. So we'll be checking out that one here as soon as it comes out on Friday. But looking forward to that one. It's going to be another Christmas-oriented project. So be looking for that one. And that's about it. That's about it for this video. I'm not going to sit here and just try to come up with things to say. So, guys, I hope you have a great rest of your day, great rest of the week, whenever you're watching this. And I hope that tip that I gave you at the beginning helps you out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.